Welcome to the Positive Pants Podcast. Mindset, motivation and inspiration to help you find your positive pants. It's time to let go of negative thinking, understand why you do what you do and stop the self-sabotage with your host, Fran Excel.
Welcome to the show. As always, it's Fran Excel, your resident subconscious success mentor, helping you find your very own pair of positive pants so you can get out of your own way and live a life that you love. If you want to stop self-sabotaging your own success and let go of the stress, then you are in the right place, my friend. Make sure you download your free Stressed to Success guided meditation at bit.ly/stress to success as my little gift to you just for being here. Please do subscribe, share and review. It really, really helps people that need to hear this message find us, and I so appreciate it. In the show notes, you'll also find details of how you can work with me and where you can get your mitts on my meditations, products, printables, programs. You can find it through the link in my bio on Instagram, which is my favorite place to hang out. So please do come join me over there at I'm Fran Excel. Tag me in your takeaways, slide into my DMs. I'm here for it. So that's the formalities over, my love. So let's jump to the content. So what is the Enneagram? And how can it help? Like, you've heard me talking about it a bit by now. And I came out of the closet last week on the Enneagram being a super secret weapon that I've been keeping up my sleeve for years. Reserved for private clients and people I spend time with in person. So I came out of the closet. It's a secret weapon that I have. I even started a brand new shiny Instagram account for it because I think it deserves to stand on its own. And I want to make sure that the people following it are really engaging with it and looking to learn and kind of really use the Enneagram. As there are 9 types, and I know that when people find Enneagram content, they tend to want to go direct to their number, direct to the information about their number, which is much easier to do if it's all in one place. And it's easier for somebody to leave if it's not for them, which is cool. So I've gone back to being a proper newbie over, and it's called at Enneagram and Excel. See what I did there? Cheeky, cringy play on my name. Because, you know, you can excel with the Enneagram. Anyhow, so it's at Enneagram and Excel over on Instagram, and I'm even going to get down with the kids on TikTok, so please do come show me some love. I'd really, really appreciate it, and I really am so excited about sharing this with all of you. The Enneagram, just in case you don't even know how to spell that, to Google it, totally understandable, is ENNEA gram, GRAM. Yeah. So come join me and my 45 followers over there because we're going to have a lot of fun and exploration. So back to, what is the Enneagram and why do I think it's so great? Well, at its most basic, the Enneagram is a personality profiling system. So if you've ever been fascinated by Myers Briggs, VIA, Strengthsfinder, DISC profiling, human design, or any other system that helps you understand yourself and your behavior, you will love the Enneagram. But it has a twist. With most personality profiling systems, apart from things like, you know, the zodiac and human design that are based on your birth chart and stuff like that, they are movable beasts. They shift and change as you do, and with the context with which you answer the questions. For example, your Myers Briggs might come out different if you answer when you're thinking about it in a work context, or if you're thinking about it in a relationship context or a friendship group context. It will come up with potentially slightly different responses for you. Now, once you're an adult, your Enneagram number will not change, regardless of the context. It's not as simple as pigeonholing you into one number either. There's 27 full personality profiles, and even within those, there is a spectrum of healthy, average, and healthy within each number. And I know it sounds complicated right now. It is really simple once you get into it. But each of those pieces of the puzzle come with different behavior patterns. So there is also your social stance to consider. And I won't go into that today because it will be too much. But there are 3 social stances within each number. So make sure you're following Enneagram and Excel, where I am going to go into these things a lot more. So social stances is kind of like how you show up in social situations, etc., and how that affects your behavior. And then You have, and this is why I keep saying you don't have just one number. Then you have a stress number and a growth number and potential wings too. So each number, say for example, I'm an Enneagram 6, I go to a 3 in times of stress, and I go to a 9 in times of growth. So I always know where I'm at. So it really helps with that unconscious awareness. So it's pretty in depth. But what actually is it? So the Enneagram is essentially a modern integration / combination of a number of ancient traditions and philosophies grounded in psychology. And it was originally put together in its current modern form by Oscar Ichazo. I can't say his name and I will probably bastardize that, so I do apologize. But it uses an ancient symbol with 9 points, which you may have seen. And these 9 points are the different personality numbers, and each of them are connected to various other points around the circle. So the other that is different with the Enneagram, other thing that's different with the Enneagram is it's not simply about behaviors. It's about your unconscious motivations. It's about why you do what you do. It's about doing what you think you need to do to be loved, to be accepted. All of these unconscious things that plague us day to day. I say plague us because they only plague us when they're unconscious, right? So all those things that frustrate you about yourself or other people become really, really clear when you understand your Enneagram. Those things that really bother you and don't seem to bother other people start to make sense. Why certain things trigger you starts to make sense. You begin to understand your own and other people's behavior on a deep level. And with this awareness comes huge amounts of self-compassion. Compassion and understanding for others, self-acceptance, the ability to look at those unconscious programs that drive you nuts with a little more humor and lightness. And most importantly, the ability to change and grow through that awareness. It's all about ego structure, ego consciousness, unconscious programming and unconscious fears and motivations which drive your behavior. So you can probably see why I love it and why I use it and why it's so helpful in my work as a really good starting point. It's the starting point I use with any clients that I work with, for me and for them. It tells you if you're driven by your head, your heart, or your gut, whether you're falling into healthy, average, or unhealthy versions of your personality type. It gives you clues for when you're veering into stress territory and also when you're in growth. So it helps you figure out why some things feel really hard for you and others feel easy, and why you can get frustrated with other people when you think it should be easy and it's not for them. All the clues are there. And it's an incredible, incredible tool for self-awareness, which is exactly what you need to create any change in your life, to change any pattern of behavior. If you're procrastinating, if you're always in overwhelm, if you're not doing the things you want to do in your business, it helps you figure all this stuff out. It helps you see how to shape your business. And using the Enneagram, and a core reason why I use it, it really helps you see where you're trying to do things against your own identity and personality. It's a big piece of what I do because there is no one size fits all, even though people try to sell you a one size fits all. So it helps me, and therefore you, see what's really important to you, why certain things might not have been working, and why certain things feel like you're wading through treacle. So like I say, it really helps you see how to shape your business, or the kind of roles to go for in your career, why some things don't click and others do. So for me, the Enneagram makes the foundational work to ensure a path to success and happiness 10 times easier. It creates the awareness that a lot of people struggle with for a really long time. It makes it easier to be conscious of these patterns and makes them far easier to change. That self-acceptance piece of the puzzle as well. Oh, love it. It even helps you see why you might struggle with certain friendship dynamics, with authority in romantic relationships, and where and how you can excel. You stop beating yourself up. You start to be able to accept others. All round, less frustration. Delightful. It basically, in my opinion, makes life so much easier. Then the magic happens, combining this with my work in complex trauma, in developmental trauma, in cognitive and somatic modalities, how to heal, how to regulate emotions, regulate the nervous system. All of this combined leads to a completely holistic approach to your growth, success, happiness, and all the juicy good stuff. Yeah, it helps you focus in on the best personal development pieces of the puzzle for you. Yeah, hopefully you can see how this might be super helpful for you too. And if you do want to go deeper into this little introduction of what the Enneagram is and how it can help, then do make sure you're following at Enneagram and Excel. 2 L's, because it's the play on my name. Yo, I know you get it. I've also just launched some beta pricing on Enneagram Essentials sessions with me. These are 60-minute sessions where we'll go through your profile together. I'll give you all the best profiling systems and things like that, so we can make sure that you are solid on your number, so you can see the patterns and the opportunities for growth specific to you, your number, where you're currently at within that spectrum, and what to focus on. So it's normally £500 for an hour with me, but as they are brand spanking new, these are beta sessions and they are just £222. So pounds, that is. So if you want to take advantage of one of those, then please do drop me a DM on Instagram. If you haven't heard me say it, it's at Enneagram and Excel. There is a link in the show notes as well, or just head to bit.ly/Enneagram Essentials, and that'll take you straight to the payment, and everything else will get emailed out to you. If you have any questions or want to ask about payment plans or anything like that, please just drop me a message on Instagram, you know where, or email hello@franexcel.com. I'm really loving doing these already, and I cannot wait to find out your number and how it can help you grow, and you can start to embrace this incredible tool for what it is. Yay! So if you got value from this and you know in your gut that now is the time to step up and start rewiring your thinking and start changing things for yourself, then join the Positive Pants Toolkit app and community so you can work out what needs to happen to get you from where you're at right now to the action-taking success you know you can be. And if you want my eyes and ears on your problems, then I work with people one-on-one and through my programs. You can find all the details to join the toolkit or book in a call in the show notes, the link in my bio on Instagram, and on my website, franexcel.com. So stop waiting for if and when and choose to change things now, because you can. I'm here to believe in you when you don't believe in